All right, sound check. Okay, sound is good. Well, I don't know if it's good. You can hear it. And we're live. And I made it. I'm here. Let's do some farming. Back on Lone Oaks this week. I still mixed feelings about the South Mountain Creamery mod. But I don't know. It's kind of fun, but it's kind of weird. It's kind of effed up a little bit. Pardon my French. I don't speak French well. Whoa! I wonder where that came from, that saying, pardon my French, whenever somebody says something a little off-colored. Do French people talk off-colored all the time? Is that, I don't know. I don't think I know any French people. Whoa! Got a fence. Alright, can I power through? Let me see. I took the four-wheel drive off. There we go. I lost my chat. Hang on. Where's my chat? There it is. There's the chat. I didn't really lose it. There's nobody on that I can tell. Maybe two people. Maybe. Hard to tell on this because I restream. So I'm streaming to 3 different locations at the same time. I do YouTube and Twitch and Mixer all at the same time. Naz, how are you, sir? Thanks for stopping by. How's your day treating you today? Hope things are going well for you. We got a couple hours of farming to go here. I wasn't sure whether I was going to make it back from Portland in time, but I did. I had to drive to the big city today. It's a 2-hour drive one way. So I wasn't sure if I was going to make it back in time for the live stream today. But we did, so no worries. Joe Doak's in the house. Hey, Joe. How's it shaking today? See if I can catch up this little area here. There's a little bit of a terrain issue here where the plow doesn't quite flex well enough, but it looks like I'm getting it. All right. I got a couple of fields to do. I had some issues with the game, and I didn't think about it. I forgot that I had it set to do 3 fertilizations, and I had rain, and I'm getting ready to live stream, and it showed rain for the day. Well, I can't do any work during the rain, so I sped time up, and I forgot all about fertilizing. So once I did that, it kind of messed my game up. So I've got fields here that aren't fertilized 3 times. And I can't really tell. Let me turn this off. Yeah, see, they didn't get fertilized 3 times. So this one isn't going to show me because this one was set as a grass field, and I plowed it into something other than grass. So I'm never going to be able to see the fertilization on field 45. That's a shame. I'll just have to just try to do it 3 times and see what happens. I'll have to guess, and by golly, I did change it. At one point, I had the game set at fast growth, and I changed it from fast growth to normal growth because the growth stages were changing so fast, I couldn't get them fertilized fast enough. So I had to change it down to normal, and I may change it down to slow. It just depends on how the normal works out for me. If I have trouble getting the second and third fertilization in, I'll have to change it maybe down to slow. By the way, Joe, I did get that unit conversion mod put in, and I did have a chance to play with it a little bit, and I'm going to show that a little later when there's more people on the stream. But thanks for sending me a link to that. It looks pretty cool. I like it so far. It's right up my alley. Well, I've almost got this field whipped out. I don't know why they made this grass in the first place. You don't need that much grass. So I found out from my cable company, who I've been talking to for a couple of years now, about, I live on the coast, so I live in an area that's not very populated. My little town I live in, there's only 5,000 people. And so we're not going to be the first to get, like, fiber optics and all that kind of stuff. But we've got some pretty good internet with the cable company. I have Spectrum, or what used to be Charter. And I've been asking for a couple of years about if they were going to upgrade so we could get some faster speeds. And there hasn't been anything. So I went in to the cable company because we do not watch television. I haven't watched television for ages. When I'm talking television, I'm talking satellite or cable, ABC, NBC, sports, anything. FX channel, Hallmark channel. We don't watch television. There's just nothing on, to be honest with you, because I lie to you about everything else. But yeah, I might have to explain that again when I say that. We decided that we were paying too damn much money for cable we weren't using, and I should have taken the cable box in 2 years ago, but for some reason it kind of got away from me and I didn't think about it. So I'm paying $180 some a month for all of this, between the television, the cable, the internet, and the telephone, because we have internet telephone too, which gives us unlimited calling abilities even overseas. So altogether, I was paying about $180 a month, and I didn't think about it, but the cable TV part is about $100, and I'm not using it. Well, I took the cable box in yesterday, and just while I was there, I asked, is there still not any faster internet? And they said, yeah, there is. About a year ago, we put in some faster internet. I've been asking. So I said, well, what is it now? It says, well, I was getting 60 megabytes a second download and 5 megabytes a second upload. Now, if you stream at all, you know that at a minimum, you have to have 5 megabytes to stream well. So, and I'm not talking, that, okay, we're going to sell you 5 megabytes a second, because that's not necessarily true. If I come home from work and you're in prime time where everybody's using the internet, your numbers go down. I may only be getting 4 megabytes or 3. With the telephone company, I was paying for 5 and I only got 3. That was the best I could get, even in non-prime time. So, long story longer, they have a new service, and it's 100 megabytes a second download and 10 megabytes a second upload. Now again, because where I live, we don't have, the fiber optics and stuff, that I don't think we can go any faster. I know at some places they're getting 200 and 300 megabytes. I can't get that. So I immediately said, well, I want that, So anyway, so I've got faster internet, and I jumped this live stream up to 1080p from 720. So I'm hoping that you're not going to get any problems with latency or FPS or what's that other thing that it does when the thing goes in a circle? Buffering. I hope you don't get any buffering issues, because I really wasn't getting them before. Yeah, I made the mistake the other day. Well, actually, it wasn't a mistake. I didn't think I was going to be home from my doctor appointment in Portland to do this live stream, but for some reason, today was really, really not busy at the doctor's office. They got me right in and right out, and I was able to get home at noon. So I thought, okay, well, hey, I'm here. I'll do a live stream. But I told everybody on Tuesday that I probably wouldn't be here today, because I didn't think I'd make it home. Well, and it was a doctor's office for my eyes, and they dilate the snot out of me, and I didn't know if I'd be able to see. So I got on. I have to wear glasses. I have 20/20 vision, but I need to wear glasses for up close, and not very strong, so I just use cheaters. And but I have a pair of cheaters that have the blue finish on it, so that you don't get the UV rays that come off the computers. Before that, I spent so much time on computers, my eyes were always, just tired and scratchy, and at the end of a computer day, I just wanted to scratch them out. But I got these cheaters off the internet, and they've got that protection for computer rays, and really makes a difference. Well, anyway, I grabbed that, and I wasn't sure. My eyes had been dilated really seriously, and I wasn't sure if I was back to normal yet to do the live stream. Came in my office, grabbed my glasses, put them on, turned the computer on, and I thought, oh, I can't see very well. And my wife comes stopping by, and I told her, I said, I don't know if I can do this. I'm not seeing well. And she looked at me, she says, why don't you clean your glasses? And I said, what? I took my glasses off. They were so damn dirty. I cleaned them and could see perfectly. So, can't believe it. I got to be careful not to get in the water here. Well, at any rate, here I am. Whether anybody comes in to watch me or not, I don't know. We'll find out. See how it goes. This is a weird field here with this little lake here. I'm going to go around the edge here. Oh no. I don't know if I can pronounce that. Amaki? Is that Amaki? How are you, sir? Thanks for stopping by. Keep me company. I don't know if I pronounced that right. Is it Amaki? Ghost Rider. Ghost Rider snuck in the back window. How you doing, sir? Did you get your beauty nap today? Yep, I'll agree with that. Well, the thing is like I said, they're cheaters. I don't have to wear them all the time. Only only if I want to read. I have two pairs actually. Well, actually, I have three pair. It depends on the distance that I am away from something. For example, when I'm sitting in front of a computer, I'm generally about 1.5 feet away from the monitor, but less than 2 feet. And so I use a very weak one for that because, you know, I'm far enough away that I can see pretty good. If I'm actually reading, I think about this. If you've got a book in your hands, your book is about 1 foot away or less. You've got it right up in your face. Or if I'm reading a cell phone, or if I'm reading a Kindle, you got that thing right up in your face. So I need something a little bit stronger for reading. So I have a pair of reading ones that are about 2 to 275 strength. I'm talking about with the glasses. And then I've got a different one in the car, because when I'm driving in the car to see the dashboard, now the dashboard is about a little over 2 feet away from me. So I need just a little bit stronger one than the computer, but not as strong as reading. So it's kind of a pain in the butt. So I'm constantly taking them on and off, especially the one on the computer. So it's not necessarily that they get actually awful dirty, but they get a lot of fingerprints on them because I'm playing with them all the time, putting them on and off. Hey, Nightwolf's in the house. Hey Craig, how are you doing? Thanks for stopping by, buddy. So let's see. I've got some people from across the pond that pop in here. Ghost Rider. I never say where he's at because I always get it wrong. Craig's in Great Britain. I'm waiting for Troy. Troy is Scottish, but he lives in Great Britain. If I'm not mistaken, I think he's around Devon. And then I've got Alan that comes in from Scotland. And then there's Serge that just popped in. Hey Serge, how you doing? So the gang's coming in, even though I said I wouldn't be here. Yeah, damn glasses. Well, the doctor appointment I went to today was for my eyes. I have medical issues with my eyes only because I'm diabetic. And there's really actually no issues right now. But with diabetics, there can be. So at least once a year, I go to an eye surgeon and have them completely checked out. And that was today. They super dilate your eyes. I have 3 different kinds of eye drops that they give me. And they take forever for my eyesight to come back. But everything works out good. I got 20/20 vision. The issue that I had with fluid in my eyes has improved. They're not concerned at all. So everything's looking good. Gotta love it. So let me finish this field and I'll show you a new mod. Soon, very soon, something is going to happen. What, are you coming to the States? Ghost Rider, you're only a week or so away, aren't you, from coming over here? I don't know if that's what you're referring to, but... All right, I got this really, really weird field almost done here. So let me move down to this one. This one should be easier. Matter of fact, I might be able to do this one hiring a worker. We'll see. He's going to buy a round of drinks. Well, now, I don't know about that. I wouldn't be surprised if he drank a round of drinks. Buying them might be another thing. Cheers. I think I should have Ghost Rider. You should provide the soup du jour for the live streams. Right at the moment, I had a half a glass of iced tea. So, but it's a different kind of iced tea. In the States here, in the southern states, they have what they call sweet tea. And believe me, it's sweet tea. And so it's southern sweet tea. And that's what I'm drinking, is a southern sweet tea. Now, the only difference is mine is made out of some kind of non-sugar substance. It's still sweet as all get out. But anyway, that's what I'm drinking at the moment. You get a taste for it after a while. So, okay, so let me show you that new mod that I was talking about earlier. Joe Dokes, who's in the house here, sent me a link to this not too long ago. It is... Where did I get this? I got this at American Eagle Modding, which I use occasionally. But if we hit the Alt-U, the left Alt, I don't know if it's left Alt, right Alt, doesn't matter. I'm using the left Alt key and the U key, and nothing happened. Why is that? Here, let me get out of this. Was it Alt? There it is. Okay, you can't do it while you're on the tractor. Now, what it is a it's a unit conversion mod, and as you see, it's converted for the United States at the moment. Now, you can change this. There's a way to change this. You got to go into the config and change it, but I'm leaving it because it works for me. And if you look up there, the field types, okay, you got sunflowers at the top there. It's in a grain group. It's in the bushel, U.S. bushel. Storage is in U.S. bushel. Animals by the pound. Price is bushel U.S. And the mass factor is 100%. So you can change any one of these things here. Now, that's not all it does. If I turn that off, Alt-U again, and I go into here, and you'll notice that it makes some changes here. Pretty cool. Wheat, bushels. Bushels, 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 bushels. Potatoes are in tons. Sugar beet are in tons. Sugar cane, which you can't do on this map, is in tons. So, and then everything else, fertilizers, gallons, U.S. gallons, tons, gallons, slurry. So that's what this mod does. It's pretty cool. Now, for those of you that are patrons, this mod is in the patron OneDrive. So if you want to get it from me, you can do that. If you want to get it, like I said, it was in American Eagle Modding that I got it. It may be in other places too. I haven't searched. So anyway, I kind of like it. I just started using it this morning, but it seems pretty cool. The reason I like it is I get in trouble because I'll say, oh, I've got 10 tons of this. And somebody will say, oh, well, actually, that's in bushels. And then I'll say, what? Driver updates. You having trouble there, Bill? Or I'll say, oh, well, this is in, what? This is in not tons, it's in gallons, or it's in whatever. And somebody always sends me a comment, well, actually, it's in kilograms or you know, Martian grams or something. And so if you haven't noticed when you watch my videos, I don't say I got 10 tons of potatoes. I usually say I've got 10,000 units of potatoes or 100,000 units of rice, because I hate getting corrected all the time. Well, now I don't have to worry about it, because this unit conversion mod is going to tell me whether it's tons or whether it's by the piece or pounds or gallons or whatever. I like it. Liters is what I was trying to say, not kilograms, because I always make the same mistake. Oh, it's in liters. Oh, I got 10 tons of potatoes. Oh, you got, no, you don't. You've got, 100,000 liters of potatoes. Well, I can't win, so I'm going to go with the mod. All right, let me see if I can hire a worker here yet. Which way do I want to go? Let me clean this up a little bit. I'm making a mess. Updates. Are you talking driver updates? I know that that Windows has had a fairly good size update. I don't know what that was all about. I hate Windows, but what are you going to do? You got to live with it, I suppose. Now wait a minute. This guy's going crooked. Stop. Why is he going crooked? By the way, for anybody out there listening that does not play this game, I noticed when I turned my computer on today that Farm Sim 17 is 60% off on Steam right now. So they're doing a big push for Farm Sim 17 before Farm Sim 19 comes out in a couple months. Yeah, it'll do that for a while, Bill. It'll do that for a while. Anthony's in the house. Hey, Anthony. Thanks for stopping by. Speaking about new computers, I'm going to... I decided I'm going to do it. I'm going to order the parts to build myself a new Threadripper. So I'm going to do that this afternoon as soon as I'm done with this, I think. Now, what's wrong with this thing? What's wrong with this picture? Why is this guy... Why is Courseplay on? I'm not using Courseplay. Alright, let's see if this guy will do his thing here. I've got to go get... Oh! I did some equipment changing here. I got rid of Enterprise, and I picked up a thing. So I'm gonna use the thing for doing the cutting and pasting here. So let's see. What I need to do though is I don't think I've got a way for this guy to come in with the grass. I don't think I did. Let me check, double check here. Mow grass, field 38, field 37, mow grass. I don't have any way of getting the crop from the field to the barn, so let me get up here. I'm gonna get up right about here, and let me get rid of that, and we're gonna go here with the transport and start the course. See if I can get this thing done. Lapmos, how are you? Thanks for stopping by. Oh shoot, I forgot about the stupid gate. You pause that, jump out, open the damn gate. It's pretty slow. We should open the other way. I don't like it opening into the field I'm working on. That's the little things in life. Now I got to go pretty slow with this thing because it gets a little squirrely at high speeds. So I just want it to work correctly. I don't care how fast it does it. Because it's going to be doing this in the background for me. So I don't care how fast it goes. I just want it to work. Yeah, just information for those of you that know. I just got back from the eye doctor. I still do have a little bit of dilation in my eyes, and so I can see the game perfectly fine. But trying to read the chat is a little bit blurry for me still. So if I miss somebody coming in, I apologize. I hate doing that. I like to say hi to everybody that comes in. It's just my thing. I'm gonna hate if I ever get bigger than I am and I'm not able to see all the chat. That's gonna really bother me. Roger's in the house. Hey, Roger. Haven't seen Roger for a few weeks. How you doing, Roger? It's kind of a rough field, isn't it? Now these fields are actually made so where if I decide to plow them, I can plant something else on them. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Carried away here. All right, let's stop that. And let's save that. Field 36, if I'm not mistaken. Grass to silo. Right. All right. Let's delete that. We're going to grab field 36, mow grass. Mow grass, mow grass, mow grass. What was Alan doing? Oh, Alan was doing the plowing. I didn't realize that. All right, so we're going to do that. 2 combined courses. No, 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 no. Hang on. Mow grass. Get out of that. Go back in. Field 36. Grass to silo. Now let's see if this is going to work for me. There we go. We can speed it up though. Let's kick this guy in the rear end a little bit. Pop him up to 24. The thing I like about the thing, there's 2 things. One, there's no collision on about half of the wheels outward. There's no collision, so I don't have to worry about that gate being open. I don't have to worry about the fences. The second thing is he's picking up the grass as he goes, so I don't have to do the forage wagon. So isn't that cool? Mow grass. Started work this week, did you? I don't know what to say because some people are happy about that and some aren't. I'll just be neutral on it. Oh, I didn't see Latmos's comment. Yes, Latmos. I stream on 3 different things at the same time. I'm actually playing on YouTube. I'm actually streaming on YouTube, but as I do, it's also broadcast to Twitch and to Mixer for those that are on Microsoft. So yes, I'm streaming on 3 different platforms all at the same time. I actually don't watch the Mixer one, but I've got a second computer to the right of me that the chat is on, and it's got 2 monitors. And on the second monitor, I do have the Twitch stream showing so that I can make sure that Twitch is working. But yeah, that's what I do. For now, anyway. That's what I'm doing. Right, let's get this guy. I'll let this guy alone, and we'll get over and check on this. Now, I need to seed. I have a need for seed. I need to seed, but I think I'm going to wait. because I've got crops to get off. I think I want to get the crops off first, then I'll seed all the fields at once. And the reason I want to do that is because, well, these crops are ready. But I mentioned earlier in the stream that I have this set for 3 fertilizations, and I missed 2 of them because I got on just before the stream, and I realized that it was going to rain on the day that, well, during the stream. And I thought, well, I can't have rain during the stream because I can't work. And so I sped time up, not remembering that I had to do some more spraying. So I'm not going to get real good crops on this yield, if you know what I mean. But that's the way it is. And I'm going to do it quickly, so I'm not spending all day on it. Oh, this thing's full of corn. I didn't know that. I didn't know that. Wonder if I can just dump it. Anyway, what I mean by quickly is I'm going to grab that big 90-foot header there and get this whipped out. All right, Naz, thanks for stopping by, buddy. I appreciate it. Have a good evening, sir. Oh, I'm in the wrong pew here. Well, we're missing some gang. I haven't seen Scorpion today. I haven't talked to him since he went to the doctor. He went to the doctor yesterday, I think it was. Or maybe the day before. To check and see if he gets to go to work again. And then I haven't seen Troy or Alan today. Unless they snuck in the window and I didn't know it. Okay, Latmos, no worries. No worries, because I've got a special chat window up that lets me see all 3. So when Latmos, when you type something in whatever you're using, I see 3 versions of it. I see one from Twitch, one from YouTube, and one from Mixer. So that's just the way it works. It's a little confusing to me. That's why I keep two versions of the chat up. One of them is just YouTube, and the other one is this special chat that I have that lets me see from all 3. Interestingly enough, it does put the icon on, so I can see whether you're on Twitch or not. But it does get a little bit confusing because I can see all 3 of them. So anyway, if you chat on whatever you're using, if you're using Twitch, I see that. If you're using YouTube, I see that as well. And the same with Mixer. Oh, somebody spread a little bit of something in my field there that doesn't belong there. All right, this should be pretty quick with this huge header here. Shouldn't be too far. Uh-oh. All right, Bill. YouTube's always a mess. I'm not getting my windrow, so let me do that. I should be getting windrow now. Let's see. There it goes. Yeah, YouTube's kind of a mess. I don't know. I'm waiting for the day they ban me. I don't know why they would, but you never know about YouTube. They don't seem to like gamers anymore. Gamers made them, but they don't like them anymore. Oh, no problem, Tanya. I didn't. I don't know. I don't know if I remembered that you had two names. I've lots of people that do. Is it Ginger Redbeard? I just remember Ginger. I know Ginger has a couple of different names. So does oh, a couple other people. I can't remember. I try not to myself because I get too easily confused if I try to remember, you know, which one I am. So I just have one. It's just RudeMan53 or RudeMan. Either one, it's the same. I'm going to hire a worker and see how good he does. Who do we have? Steve Jones. All right, so Steve's working that. Okay. I don't know if he got it all or not. Huh. Well, let's stop it. Stop it! Stop it. Okay, we're going to dump that, and then now we've got another field to do. So let's go over to 37, and I got to do the same thing over because I don't have a setup course for 37 to take grain in either. So field 37. Where is it? Where does it start? Starts over here. All right, so we got it. All right, we're going to start right about here, I guess. Close enough for government work. Let's turn this off. We're going to go there. We're going to turn this on here. And we're going to start recording. And I think I can just drive up this hill. Got to try to stay out of the water, but that shouldn't be too hard a thing. I'm hoping. I'm praying. All right, cool. Now, you're still a moderator over there on Twitch, aren't you, Bill? Because I think you're my only moderator at the moment. I don't generally have too much trouble, so. And the problem is I don't know what the hell I'm doing, so if I don't have a moderator and somebody comes in and starts causing trouble, I wouldn't know what the hell to do. Aren't you? I'm pretty sure you are. Sure you are. You always have been, haven't you? Ever since I banned you by mistake? I think I made you moderator then. Yeah, you are. I went back up the chat. You're still moderator. You're the man. Yeah, I banned Bill one time, and I felt so bad about it that when he came back in, I made him a moderator. There's more to the story than that, but all right, let's see here. This is field 37. Field 37, grass to silo. Right. Get rid of that. Go back into field work. Let's see. Field 37. Mow field 37. Grass 37 to silo. And drive the course. There he goes. We're in the grass business. Alrighty then. Let's go check on the combine. Uh-oh, where's the combine? Is he done? Not done. He's full. No, he's not. Why did he stop? Good question. He's stuck. That's why he stopped. Oh, that ain't right. Let me give it some. There we go. Okay. Alright, let me put this pipe out. I'm going to go grab the truck. I shall return. I hate these mods that dump the pyramids in the middle of the field. Oh well. Stuff happens, as they say. So yeah, I'm gonna keep reminding people, because I don't know sometimes if people come and go out of the stream. But Farm Simulator 17 is on sale on Steam this weekend, 60% off. So if you don't have it and you want to play it, now's the time before 19 comes out. So I'll keep repeating that for those that come and go. So if you've already heard it, bear with me. What happened? Come on. That ain't right. There we go. I don't mind Twitch. That's what I used to live stream on. I didn't used to live stream on YouTube. I used to live stream on Twitch. But I don't know how it works. And when I first started, you used to become a partner really easy on Twitch. Now, it's damn near impossible to become a partner. You got to jump through so many hoops. It's just terrible. That's right. You don't get 40% of the game. Alrighty then, back at it. You only get 40% of the game. Well, interestingly enough, here's what I say. Because the first thought is, you know that Farm Simulator 19 is coming out in a couple of months, so why should I get Farm Sim 17? You know, if the new game's coming out then, well, okay. Here's the reason why. If you're not already playing Farm Sim and you don't know whether you like it or not, now's the time to get it super cheap. And if you do like it, then when Farm Sim 19 comes out, you won't mind paying, you know, for a new game. That's my thinking anyway. If I'm wrong, I don't know. It seemed reasonable to me. So it's a cheap way to find out whether you want to play Farm Sim. Now, unfortunately, we don't know what Farm Sim 19 is going to actually be like. You know, hopefully they're going to do a good job on it. We don't know that for sure. And even if we did, there's no way to compare the two games because they're adding stuff to, you know, Farm Sim. So they're going to be similar, but they're going to be different. So you can't really compare them in that respect. All right, so that finished this one off. Let me get my pipe back out again. See if I can wheedle up to this thing. This mod is really... I'm talking about the header. It really isn't right. It's really not. But I'm only using it because I want to get these things whipped out pretty quickly. Oh, I already had a truck out in the field. What's in it? What's in your wallet? Absolutely nothing. He's empty. All right, we'll get him off the field then. Craig said, oh, Scorpion's in here. Hey, buddy. How's it going? I made it back in time. Scorpion, my appointment went so fast. And actually, when I finally got in to see the doctor, which was very quick, she said, yeah, it's kind of like a ghost town around here today. She said almost all the other doctors took the day off. And so I walked in and got taken back immediately. And usually it's about an hour, hour and a half. It took me about 45 minutes and I was out of there. And so I was able to get home by noon and still do the live stream. Pretty cool, huh? Let me get this truck. Now, Craig said something here. 1 or 2 not happy about Farm Sim 19 with one of the maps been the expansion map for 17. Oh, well, they did that from 15 too. If you don't remember, instead of coming up with a new map, they put the same damn map in. So I can't say I was completely unhappy with it, but it kind of bugged me that they did that. I expected a brand new map, and they didn't. They just put the same map they put in. You know what I mean? You know what I mean. All right, that was the last swallow of that glass of sweet Southern tea. Now the only thing I'm looking forward to is a Mountain Dew, but it's not time yet. And Ginger's not here to tell me what time soup du jour is, so I don't know what I'll do. I don't know why I have all these combines. I just use this one so far. Springdale Farm? Is that what you said, Bill? I'm gonna have to check that one out. Springdale Farm. All right, what do we got here? Canola. Okay, so no, we're not going to have any windrow here then. Oh, it's okay by me. I'll tell you what. It's perfectly fine. Perfectly fine. Scorpion, I'm going to pull the trigger today on the Threadripper, I think. I thought about it on the drive to Portland and back. 2 hours each way, nothing to do because there's crap on the radio because I had to go over a mountain pass. You don't get any reception. And I didn't bring my my iPod, so I didn't have any music. And my wife's phone was hooked up to the Bluetooth, so I couldn't hook my phone. I've got a couple hundred songs in my cell phone, but I didn't hook it up to the Bluetooth, so I was too lazy. So I just, I thought about it. I think I'm going to pull the trigger on that Threadripper. Yeah, go ahead, Bill. No problem. You're a moderator. You can do that. Nobody else can. Just me and the moderators are the only ones that can put a link in. I'll pick that up when I'm done here. I want to take a look at that farm. Like I said, I'm the one I live streamed on Tuesday was that creamery one, and I've got mixed feelings about it. Although I'm kind of having a little bit of fun with it, it's really kind of effed up in a lot of ways. I mean, it's a fine map. Don't get me wrong. I know how much work they put into it, but it depends on your playing style and your personality and all that kind of stuff. And you know, I don't know if it's my cup of tea. Let's put it that way. Yeah, and guess what, Scorpion? You know how I've been waiting for faster internet speeds? I've been actually asking Spectrum when we were going to get faster speeds, and they never let me know that about a year ago they doubled the speeds. I could have been having double the speeds for a year now and didn't know it. And I ask them all the time. So yeah, I'm doing up to 100 now with 10 megabytes upload, so I can stream better. Cool, huh? Not a big field map. That's okay. I don't mind playing the little ones once in a while. Gives me a little variety. Variety is the spice of life, as they say. I don't know who they are, but evidently that's one of the things they say. Let's see if I can have a worker take over here. There we go. Alan Clark is in the seat of the combine for the time being. Let me grab the... let's see, let me see. Let me grab another combine. Not that one's got a corn header on it. Let's grab this one. Yeah, one of these days we're going to find out who they are, and then we're going after them with pots, pans, spatulas, anything we can find. I really wanted them to... oh, Latmos. I hate Spectrum. I'd rather have Time Warner back. I have no trouble with Time Warner. Spectrum, I have nothing but problems with my internet, phone, and cable. Yeah, see, for us, Latanya, for us, that's the only choice we have. We have no other choice. So we could get through the telephone company, but I had that, and it was just, I had nothing but it was very slow, very, very slow. I had I couldn't stream anything because you try to stream something and you didn't have the power. It was just awful. So we really don't have a choice where I'm at. I guess I did everything I was supposed to do. All right, fine. I'm done. Why did I get this combine out there? I'm not going to drive it back. I'm gonna do this. Take it back to the farm. Anyway. Yeah, it might be the area too, Latanya, because I've not had any trouble with Spectrum where we live. It's always been pretty. Well, I've never had any problem with it. I've never had to call them or anything. So maybe it's just our area. Maybe because we're in a smaller area. Talking about population now, there's only 5,000 in my town, and there's probably, I don't know, altogether in this county there's probably less than 20,000. So it's probably easier to manage it than in a big city. Well, we'll keep our fingers crossed that they get their act together. So, do the Spectrum in your area at least have fiber optics yet, or no? Oh, Scorpion, how far is that away from you? Kylene, or is it Kylene or Killeen? I can't keep this thing straight. All right, there we go. I straightened it out. Straighten out, fly right. Oh, he's full. An hour from Austin. All right, so it's south then, huh? How bad did I mangle that name of the Texas town? Is it Killian? Or Killeen, I'm sorry. Is it Killeen, Texas, or am I way off? I hate mangling words and names and stuff. Terrible. Might have to move into Austin just to get internet. All right, so it's Killeen, not Kylene. Got it. Like I said, my eyes are still a little bit blurry when it comes to reading the chat. So they're getting better though. It's getting better. It's getting better. Yeah. Again, one more time, Farm Sim 17 on Steam, 60% off this weekend. I found a place that you can buy Windows, like Windows 10, Windows 7, and you can get Windows for about $25 to $30 instead of like $100 and something that they want for it. It's all digital. What you have to do is you have to download it and put it on a thumb drive and stuff like that, but it's going to be a lot cheaper. So building this new computer, I'm going to try it because I'm already trying to get my budget down on it, and I don't want to spend $150 for Windows. So if I can get it for $25, $30, that's going to be the thing for me. And if you're scared about it, the company you get it from, they don't have it. They get it from other places. So you go to this company and you choose what Windows system you want, and you pay for it. And if you're worried about it, for an extra $1 or $1.50, you can buy a guarantee, and they'll guarantee it. Because sometimes you'll get a Windows key, and after about a year, your key goes away. I don't know how that works, but I've heard people say that. And so I don't want that to happen. So what you can do is this company, so if you get it for like, let's say $30, it used to be $24, but I think it's about $30 now. There's all different kinds of prices, but I think 30 was about the cheapest. So for an extra $1.50 or $2, you could purchase a guarantee from this outfit, and they'll guarantee that, you know, if something goes wrong, they'll replace your version of Windows. That might be the place there, Scorpion. Sounds familiar. I'd never done that before, so I'm gonna try it. Because the last computer I built, I just bought Windows for $100 and something. Silly thing to do, I guess. I don't know why they charge so much. They got a monopoly already. Because unless you're buying an Apple, it doesn't matter whether you build a computer or buy a computer. The only choice you have is, oh hell, I can't remember now. Red Cap, whatever they call it nowadays. What is it? Not Linus. I can't remember the operating system. Linux. That's the only choice you've got, as far as I know, is Linux if you don't want to have Windows. Whoa, look at that. 98% finished off this field. Sweet. But now you can see, because I didn't fertilize, I didn't get the yield that I normally would get. So I only got 1,403 whatever. Let's see. What is that? What unit is that? Is that bushels? I can look now. Canola. Where's canola? Canola. Yeah, it's in bushels. Look at that. Isn't that sweet? So with that new mod, I can tell exactly what I've got. Look at the fuel, 167 gallons. All right, fine. We got it. We got a maiden shade here. Oh, shoot. How did I get in here the last time? I didn't get in here with this. Did I? Maybe. I don't know. I don't think I did. It was a different combine I got in here with. There we go. I love it when a plan comes together. Hey, it is soup du jour time. I've been waiting for this all day. I've relegated the Mountain Dew for the live stream. Now the only time I drink Mountain Dew is during the live stream because I'm not supposed to have the caffeine, and I paid for it yesterday. I had some tea and a Mountain Dew, and I got some serious chest pains, and it took me 3 nitroglycerins to stop the pain. I have angina, so I have to take nitroglycerin if I get chest pains. Now, I don't get them that often. Usually it's only 2-3 times a year. But yesterday it hit me really hard. And it normally, either one nitroglycerin, you take a nitroglycerin and you wait 5 minutes. And if the pain doesn't go away, you take another second nitroglycerin. You wait 5 minutes, and if the pain doesn't go away, you go to the emergency room. Yesterday, I was a little reluctant, and I took the second one. I waited 5 minutes, and I think it was starting to get better, but I didn't want to take the chance, so I took a third one, because I don't want to go to the emergency room. You know what happens when you go to the emergency room? They throw your ass in the hospital for a day or two. And I don't want that. Oh, we don't think anything's wrong, but we got to watch you for a day or two. Bull. People die in hospitals. I don't want to go to the hospital. That's no fun. All right, let me look at this. I want to see how is the plowing situation. I think we need to plow this, and I forgot that I bought Field 43. So let me get that combine back and head over to Field 43 because I forgot I had it. It's got fruit on it, I think. Yeah, it does. Pretty sure. Then you can be a suicide bomber. What, from the nitroglycerin? I don't think it's that much. It better not be. Now, see, my heart doctor, the last time I saw him, which was a few years ago, I have an appointment to go see him again, my cardiologist. But he knows I hate taking medicine. He wants me to be on a daily nitroglycerin. Now, it's not the same. It isn't the same as the kind... You've seen it in movies and crap like that, where some guy's having a heart attack and he grabs a bottle and stuffs pills in his mouth. That's what we're talking about, although it's different. It's just a little teeny tiny little pill. You stick it under your tongue, and it gets hotter than a coal, and it hits you. It gives you a headache like bam, like somebody hit you with a sledgehammer. But it does the job. Now, my heart doctor, the last time I was there, wanted me to take it's a nitro product. It's a nitroglycerin product, but you take it every day. And he said, I know you hate taking pills, but if I had my way, you'd already be on this pill. The next time you come in, I'm going to put you on it. And I said, okay, fine. Well, I haven't seen him yet, so I'll go see him. Oh, gosh, I can't remember. I see him in a month or so. Brento84's in the house. Sorry, I didn't see you come in. Hello, how are you? Brentos, hang on a second. So you wouldn't go off if I jump up and down? No. All right, here, Brento's asking me a question here. This is what I did here. Now, what the mod looks like, and I'll show you in a minute. This is the result of the mod here. This is the result of it. This is what the mod looks like. You hit the Alt. I'm using the left Alt, by the way. And you hit the U key, and you can't do it in the Combine, so I got to get out. Let me get out of the Combine. And you hit the, again, the left Alt and the U, and this brings the mod up. Now, you can change this mod by going into the config and changing the stuff, but it's already set up for US. So if you look up at sunflowers way at the top, it says sunflowers. It's a grain. It's in the vehicle. It's going to be bushels, U.S. bushels, United States bushels. In the storage silo, it's also going to be United States bushels. For animals, it's by the pound. The price is in U.S. bushels, and the mass factor is 100%. So I'm not entirely sure what the mass factor means. I'm assuming that mass has to do with weight. I'm assuming. So it's set at 100. I'm not going to change anything, but you know, once you've got this installed, you don't have to go in here to this to do anything. And to go up and down, you have to use the up arrow and the down arrow, and then you can make changes doing stuff with it. But I'm going to turn it off. But then after you have it installed, that what I showed you before is the result. You get wheat in bushels. You get potatoes in tons. You get slurry in gallons. Liquid fertilizer is in gallons. You know, slurry in gallons. Digestate is in gallons. Milk is in gallons. Fuel, all that kind of stuff. But it also puts it, when I'm in the Combine, it also puts it down in the right-hand corner in your speedometer area there. You'll notice that it shows as gallons. So there you go. Now, I do have another mod that changes this. This area that I'm talking about, where the thing is. Did I miss somebody coming in? Play Like Dave. Hey, Play. How you doing, Dave? Thanks for stopping by. Appreciate it. Anyway, let me get some crop in here and I'll show you what happens. If you watch that area down there where it tells you how much fuel you've got and how much speed you're doing, that kind of thing, watch that. Watch it. Once I get some crop in there, you'll notice that it shows the soybean icon and says soybeans. I have a different mod that puts the names of the crop in. So, anyway, there you go. I like it, Scorpion. It seems to work really well. I'm going to hire a worker here. Uh-oh. Why did he put the pipe out? I don't want the pipe out. Why's the pipe out? And who's working this Combine? Ryan Bowen. Ryan Bowen is one of my new patrons. He's brand new to working in my fields for me. Let him go. Let's see here. I need to plow. Where's my plow? Where did I leave my plow? There's the seeder. I'm going to leave the seeder for now. What did I do with my plow? All right, I'll find it the easy way. There we go. I left it in the field. Why did I do that? I don't know. What? What? Ghost Rider, what'd you... What? You've been around. Don't you know how I do that? Okay, wait a minute. Wait a minute. You like the one... The looks of the one better for the names. The other one covers up the amounts. Okay, so you're talking about the new one. You don't like it. You like the other one better. All right, let me show Bill what I've got going here. I've got a mod called TARDIS. Anybody that's watched Doctor Who knows what a TARDIS is. So what you do is you open up the big map, not the little one, You open up the big map, and you hit the F11 key, and then notice it shows a picture of the big bud and anything that's connected to it. So the big bud and the plow together, all I then have to do is move my mouse, which shows the big bud on it there, to wherever I want it to go. If I want it to go up into field 6, boom, we're in field 6. The good news is if it's a trailer clear full of crop, and it can be a road train. So it could be a truck, a trailer, a dolly, and another trailer. And if it's got crop in it, it teleports everything, including the crop. So there you go. Cool, huh? Well, now I'm way in the heck on the north side of the field, so I got to go back. Anyway, it's called TARDIS. And where was I anyway? I was gonna do field 35, I believe. Yeah, I wanna plow this field here. Oh, right. Scorpion's got a good point. Scorpion's got a good point. You got to make sure that if you're driving a combine, let me show you. If you've got a combine, I'm going to open it up. Okay, so if the combine is empty, then you can teleport it. If the combine has grain in it, when you teleport it, like I'm going to do here, notice it closes everything up. If you've got a combine that the header has wheels on it, it not only closes the header up, it throws the wheels on the header. Here's the problem. If there's grain in it, once you teleport it, you then cannot open up the combine. And so you can't use your combine because you can't open it and you can't get the grain out of it. So don't teleport a combine that has crop in it because you'll lose it. The only way to get it back is to actually reset the piece of equipment. So let's say I had corn in that. I teleported. The combine's closed up. It won't let me. I can push the button all I want. It won't let me open it. And there's corn in there that I can't get to. The only way to get rid of that and to use that combine again is to open up your thingamabobberdoodle here, your HUD. You open up your HUD, you select the item, and have it reset. And when you reset it, you lose the grain that's in it, but you got the use of the combine back. Unfortunately, that's the only issue that I've had. Or fortunately, that's the only issue I have. So you just have to make sure you don't try to teleport a combine with fruit in it. Will Bird's in the house. Hey, Will. Where can you find it? I get everything from the same place, Bill. I get it from ModHub US. That's where I got mine. There you go. Scorpion's got it there. It's pretty useful, especially on really big maps, or small maps where you can't use this piece of equipment because it's too big. On small maps, I can't get this piece of equipment through the gates or past or on the road, because a lot of the small maps have hedges down the roads and fences everywhere and stone walls. So that's on a small map, that's the only way you can move your equipment around, is to teleport it. Cool, huh? Right. Okay, here we go. I forgot I had a soup du jour here. I just popped it open. I don't know if you could hear it, but I haven't tasted it yet. I gotta taste it. I have to do a taste test. This to me is like drinking wine. You know, I have to take a test of it. Oh man, that's cold and refreshing. Oh, Mountain Dew is so good. That's because you're in the hinterlands, Bill. It looks like Ryan's done over there, but I don't know whether he got completely done or not. For those of you that are patrons, it's on the OneDrive. As you know, most of the mods I use are on the OneDrive. For those of you that don't know, I have a patron account, and my patrons have access to a OneDrive that I keep all the mods that I use. And the mods I use are almost all of them have been remodded by me to do something different. For example, I have a lot of people say, how do you harvest at 24 miles an hour? Well, I modded it to do that. And so they say, well, mine doesn't do that. Well, you can either mod it or you can become a patron. If you become a patron, you can just download it from me. And I'm not in it for the money per se. Obviously, I have expenses in this venture to have fun on YouTube. You know, I got $3,000 or $4,000 wrapped up in just one computer. Getting ready to buy another computer for my rendering, and I've got hundreds of dollars in microphones and programs to do audio and video and to you know, to render videos and all that kind of stuff. Costs money. So I'm not in it for the money. I have the Patreon account. You can donate anything you want. You can donate $20 a month, $10 a month, $5 a month, but I have it set so that if you donate as little as $1, you have access to my OneDrive. So I don't normally, most of you guys that listen to me know, I don't normally talk about the Patreon account. I put it on the videos. You know, I put a little blurb on the videos, a little icon that says, you know, hey, if you want to help my channel grow, think about becoming a patron. But I don't say it during my live streams. I don't say it in my videos. In other words, I'm not constantly talking about, hey, support me, support me. If you want to, I appreciate it more than you know. But I don't expect it from anybody. I mean, it's, you know, I appreciate it all to heck. So don't get me wrong, I appreciate it a lot because this does cost me a lot of money, and I spend a lot of time doing this. And, you know, so every little bit helps. But there, I'm done. I'm not talking about that anymore. Well, also, Scorpion's bringing up a good point about links to mods and stuff. I'm constantly having people ask me, have you got a list of the mods you use? Well, gosh, I got about 300 mods. Do you know how long it would take to keep a list up? And here's the problem. I used to do that. I used to put a mod list up with all the links to where I got the mods, but a week later, and that link doesn't work anymore. I literally spent twice as much time a day or a week or whatever you want to, you know, period of time. I literally spent 2 to 3 times more time trying to keep a mod list up and make sure that the links are all good. I just couldn't do it. I was doing that instead of making videos. And so I finally stopped doing that. I put them all on a OneDrive, and I decided to start a Patreon page and do what I do. So That's what started me doing it, because I couldn't keep the links up. Too much work. Well, that and the fact that, you know, even if I had the link to it, and let's say you did a link to this Big Bud, and you tell me, well, hey, Rude Man, why does your Big Bud go faster than mine? Well, why does your Big Bud not take as much fuel? Why does your Big Bud do anything? It's because I remodded it. I modded it myself to do something other than what the mod does. I do that a lot. That's why this Big Bud can plow at 24 miles an hour. If I hire a worker here, he'll go crooked because I haven't got him lined up. But anyway, what I'm saying is, if I hire a worker, now it's not going to do it because I'm going uphill. But if I wasn't going uphill, he'd be plowing at 24 miles an hour. Same with the combines; they harvest at 24. Sometimes I'll get a tractor that doesn't drive fast enough, and I'm trying to take it from one field to another, and it's only doing 9 miles an hour. Well, I'll go in and remod it so that it drives 35 or 40 miles an hour. So even if you have the link to the mod, it's not going to do what mine does, unless you get it from me. But anyway, again, I said I was done talking about that, so I'm done. Sorry. Going back to farming. Actually, I can probably, well, let me get this to a point here. All right, I'm gonna hire a worker here. See how far he gets, because I want to take this seeder and start work. Hey, Gino. Gino's driving that Big Bud over there. All right, let's get this thing seeded here. I don't know what to do. What do we got in crops? Let's see. What do we got? What do we got? I gotta buy some animals too. Sugar beets. I don't want to do sugar beets. All right, we got hardly any wheat. We got a little bit of. Now, I forgot. This is gonna look different, isn't it? Because I've changed it to bushels. Interesting. Yeah, this is gonna really look different. I'm gonna have to get used to this. Oh man. I actually don't know how much I've got because it shows 5,340 bushels of wheat. What was that before I put this mod in? I don't know. Really. Marky Nix is in the house. Hey, Marky, how are you? Thanks for stopping by. Keep us company. Hope everything's doing well for you. So anyway, I don't know, but I can compare it to this though. Obviously, I've got more barley than I have wheat. And I've got a little bit of canola, I've got a little bit of sunflowers, a little bit of soybeans, a little bit of corn. I've got plenty of potatoes and sugar beets. Let's see. Let's just do wheat again, I guess. I'm going to do wheat again here. And let's see, let me get rid of that. Well, you know what? I tried that. Let's do that, I guess. Let me try this again and see how it works. Alright, let's kick this thing in the butt. I don't want to seed at 15 miles an hour. Let's seed at 24 miles an hour. Or 22, 24. Did I miss Jeremy coming in? Jeremy, how are you? Jeremy Burnett. I missed you coming in, buddy. Thanks for coming by. Right, so he's going to seed. He's not going to get through it because he's going to have an issue. But I think this is soybeans. I'm going to steal the neighbor's soybeans. So let me jump into the Credit Union of Hagenstedt and see what my credit is. And we're going to do field 34. Field 34, I can lease that for $10,000. Wow, that's a pretty good deal. Let's lease this field. We're going to grab a combine. And this combine didn't finish, did he? What happened? How come he quit working? Oh, he got hooked up on his tree, I'll bet. Pizza? Who's having pizza? I missed something. Somebody's eating pizza. Marky. Marky's eating pizza. Marky, what's your favorite pizza? What do you put on it? I'm curious. I love food. I love to know what people eat because it makes me have ideas of what I should be eating and enjoying and all that kind of stuff. Inquiring minds want to know, what does Marky have on his pizza? And since we're talking about pizza, who of you put hot peppers on your pizza? Because I do. I don't put a lot on, but I like a little bit. So I have those little hot pepper containers you can buy at the pizza parlors, and I use hot peppers. Eating it and not sharing. Can you FedEx me a slice, buddy? Come on. The cheese will still be good, won't it? Pepperoni or veggie? You know what? I like vegetables, but I like them mostly. I like them raw. I like raw vegetables. I like cooked vegetables, but I like raw vegetables better, I think. Well, it depends on the vegetable. Obviously, I'm not going to eat a raw turnip. I don't have steel teeth, for one thing. Turnips are like rocks. I can't believe how many fields of grass this guy put on his Lone Oak farm. Mushrooms and pineapple. LaTanya likes mushrooms and pineapple. I like those two. My favorite meat, my favorite pizza is probably Chicago pan style that has everything on it, because I like it. It weighs about 10 pounds. I don't know if you've had that. We used to have a pizza place in Portland that I used to go to called Godfather's Pizza, and they had a Chicago style pan pizza. I swear to God, that thing weighed 20 pounds. And you start eating it, and the grease and everything's just running down your arms. Oh, it was so good. It really was. But I'm not too picky. My wife likes Canadian bacon and pineapple, and so I'll eat that when she has pineapple. But if we get, you know, the ones that you can take home and bake, like Papa Murphy's or whatever, I generally will get a Cowboy. It's kind of a meat pizza, but I'm not too picky. As long as it doesn't have sardines on it or whatever that is. Artichokes? No, not artichokes. Anchovies? Yeah, I don't do anchovies. All right, since this already has soybeans on it, I can actually take over in this other field over here, because I think it's also Barbecue sauce instead of pizza sauce. Hey, do any of you guys watch Canadian TV? There was a show on Canadian TV about some detective. What the heck was his name? I can't think of the name of the show. But it was about a detective, and it was in the turn of the century time period. And one day I'm watching the show, and they've got some kind of a street fair going on, and there's this guy walking around the street fair that's got a Mexican sombrero on. And if you're familiar with what that looks like, there were slices of pizza all around the top of this hat, and this guy was selling pizza off of his hat, but he wasn't selling it by the slice. He was selling it by the bite. And people were walking up, giving him some change, grabbing a piece of pizza, taking a bite out of it, and setting it back on the hat. And if they thought it was good, they'd buy another bite. But I just about died. My God. I can't imagine. Where'd my plow go? My plow disappeared. Oh my God, where'd my plow go? Wasn't the plow working this field? No, it was the seeder working this field. And he's still, no, what? Never mind, it's the plow. Never mind. I'm confused. All right, let's get this guy working here. I don't know, what's the shape of this field here? It's pretty squarish. Let me try to hire a worker, see what happens here. Caesar salad. Why does Caesar get a salad? You know what? Salad's not a food. Salad's a promissory note that food will be coming. All right, I'm going to have to get a truck over here because this guy's going to get full really soon. Oh, my truck's blocking the way anyway. Where's my seeder at? I thought I had my seeder working. I gotta go find my seeder. Well, there he is. What's he stuck on? What in the hell is going on? Where is he? How did my seeder get clear down here? That's odd. He's right on the edge of the world. For all you flat earthers, that's where he's going. He's trying to get to the edge of the world and he can't make it. I don't know how in the hell he got down there. Obviously, Courseplay just really blew it on that one. Oh, look, there's a little commune here in the middle of the field. What the heck is this all about? I think I'd be a farmer. I think if I was a farmer, I'd get me a couple sticks of dynamite. Clear that thing off and plow it under. That's what I think. And how did it get to be canola on here? Didn't I say I was going to do wheat? What the hell is going on? What did I do? It's my own fault. Drinking Mountain Dew and yapping too much. All right, let's see here. There's no way to tell because this field... No, it wasn't this field. It was that field. That field in McCoy... Oh, it didn't... This field didn't get finished plowing. Oh. All right. Didn't finish plowing that field. By golly, it didn't. Look, there's a big spot there. Didn't get plowed. So I'm not ready to seed. Let me put this thing away. I don't know what happened. I've never heard of pipeline. Is that East Coast or something, or because we don't have anything like that here. Pipeline Pizza. Oh, is that a chain or is that a homegrown thing? Alright, let's see if I can sneak in here and get this grain. What's happening? Why won't it give me the grain? There we go. I don't know why it stopped. Cold pizza for breakfast. I've done that before. Generally, if I buy pizza, it's very we don't do pizza as often as we used to. Generally, when we get pizza, we eat every stitch of it, so there's no leftovers. I can't help it. Pizza's good food. It's a pizza place in Washington. Washington, D.C. or Washington State? Because I'm from Washington State. I live in Oregon now, but I was born and raised in Yakima Valley, Washington. Pipeline? I don't know. If I might have heard of that. I don't recall. Interesting. Vesuvia in Verona, Italy has the best pizza in the world. Well, it'd be pretty costly to have it delivered though, wouldn't it? Did they deliver to Oregon? Now that was weird. Did you see the bump? There was a heck of a bump on that edge of that field. You're in Spokane? Cool. I almost took a job in Spokane when I worked for Rainier Bank back in the day. I applied for a job in Deer Park, and oh, it was a lovely place. There weren't a lot of houses around there back then, but I was looking at a house in Deer Park, and beautiful place. I didn't take the job, but it was at the time the main office was in Seattle, but we had a hub office in Spokane, so we called them district offices. So we had a district for that part of Washington that happened to be in Spokane, and I didn't want to work that close to the hub, to the district hub. You mean Italy? That part of Italy, Bill? Is that what you're talking about? Yeah, Yakima Valley. I was in Yakima. I started out at the Rainier Bank in Yakima way back when. In one of my many careers, I've had lots and lots. There's a hole in Italy? Maybe that's why the tower leans. It must be close to the hole. All right, I'm gonna hire a worker to see who we got. Mervin Gilmore. Mervin's running the combine for us for a while. See how he does. I hope he does better than the Cedar. Where'd the plow go? Oh my God, he's plowing the neighbor's field! No, that's my field. What? Gino's going to town. I only asked him to plow this field over here. What the hell? Gino, Gino, you're plowing my crops. I didn't even know I owned that field. Stop, man. No, seriously, stop. What the? When did I buy field 30? Oh my God. What do we just plow up? What do we plow up? Gino, you're fired. What the hell? Soybeans. Well, it's a good thing I stole the neighbor's soybeans. Oh my God. Let me grab a combine. What the heck? How did that happen? How did he jump fields? It's holy. Ah, that's a good one, Marky. It's in Italy, where the Vatican is. It's holy. Oh, I can't believe that. Gino, what did you do? Gino's not on, is he? No, I don't want to hurt his feelings any. Gino was on Tuesday. I didn't see him today, though. Now, look at these class combines. Look how they spread. Look at that. Isn't that sweet? It looks like a rhinoceros with the poops with diarrhea. You ever been to the zoo and watch? It's not a rhino. I'm sorry, not a rhino. A hippopotamus. Have you ever been to the zoo and seen a hippopotamus take a dump? Their tail gets spinning like a fan, and they have loose stool, and it sprays just like a poop spreader. It's amazing. I've never seen anything like it. It was unreal when I saw that. They are pretty close together, aren't they? They are too close together. Maybe I should plow them together. Maybe. You know, like I did in the creamery map, I put those 3 fields together. Maybe that's what I should do. This is not a giant field here. That might work. Hey, Ghost Rider, thanks for stopping by. I appreciate it. You have a good evening, buddy. I'll be done in a few minutes anyway. I only got about 6 minutes left, and then I'm going to end it myself. So have a good evening. Yeah, hippopotamus would be good for doing spreading fertilizer on your front yard. I tell you what, they're actually pretty nasty, those things. Those hippopotamuses, they're mean. They can open their mouth wide enough to stomp right down on you, or tromp down on you. Can't see my field. Oh, that worked pretty good. I'm tired. All that driving today. 4 hours of driving for a 45-minute doctor appointment. Then there's a mountain pass involved too, so lots of traffic. I'm exhausted. And then 2 hours of farming, I'm beat. I gotta take a shower, get in the country kitchen and have me some pie. If I lived on a farm, I'd make sure the farm wife was a baker. My wife doesn't bake. It's not that she can't bake, she just doesn't. So, yeah, if I lived on a farm, I'd have me a farm wife that made pies every day. apple pies, peach pies, cherry pies, all kinds of pies, meat pies, plum pies. What other kind of pies are there? Mincemeat pies. I'm not a mincemeat pie eater. I like pumpkin pies, but generally I reserve it to Thanksgiving, because otherwise, you know, you kind of get tired of eating that stuff. You know what I mean? All right, I'm hiring a worker. Jeremy Varner is working that combine and doing a bang-up job so far, I have to say. Let's see, what's he doing? Is he working good? Are you doing your job? Hey, I never thought about that, Scorpion. That's perfect. My two favorite things, pies and Mexican food. Oh my God. That would be heaven. This is the one that was being seeded. I'm going to plow it under because I don't want to. I'm going to have to seed this thing manually. Blackberry cobbler. That sounds good. I had a bakery in Spokane, by the way. The high schools used to have their state tournaments in Spokane, Washington, and every year I'd go. My wife was a volleyball coach, and so I'd drive the bus so I could be with the wife. And they didn't pay me. I volunteered. If it was a boys' team, they would have paid everything. Since it was a girls' team, they didn't pay anything. They told her that, you know, they couldn't hire a bus driver. She had to get the girls to the games on her own. Finally, my wife said, well, can you at least provide a bus? Because my husband has what at the time was called a chauffeur's license. They call it a CDL now, to drive big rigs. I used to drive big rigs for a while when I was in college, around that time frame, to make money for school. And at any rate, I still had my CDL, and so the school finally relented and said, "Okay, yeah, we'll give you the use of a bus, you know, but and we'll pay for the gas, but we can't hire anybody, and we can't pay him." And I said, "Well, I don't want to be paid. I just want to be with my wife." So that's what we did. And there was we were talking about baking. There was a bakery in Spokane, downtown Spokane, or someplace close to where they had the state tournaments. They had some kind of a baked good called an apple pandowdy. And oh my God, that was like nectar of the gods. No, it wasn't a drink. It was like ambrosia. That stuff was so good. And I have no idea what it was. It was kind of like an apple strudel, but it wasn't. Oh, there's my timer thing. I don't know why that goes off, but it does. I don't know what that is. I'm gonna have to check in on that. Anyway, yeah, that stuff was wonderful. I have no idea what it was. It was kind of, like I said, it was kind of like an apple, not a crisp, like an apple strudel, but they called it apple pandowdy, and it was kind of a cross between an apple strudel and oh God, my mind just went completely blank. Bread pudding. So it was kind of like a cross between apple strudel and bread pudding, and it was so good, so good. I loved it. Anyway, as you can probably tell, my kind of timer thingy went off, and I think I'm going to go ahead and call it an episode, or not an episode, I'm sorry. I'm going to call it a stream. I hope all of you had fun. I want to thank each and every one of you for coming by today and keeping me company. I enjoy it a lot. And I'll see you next week. In the meantime, everybody have a good evening. Thanks again. Good night.